Good morning, everyone. All right, let's get going here. Pretty nasty yesterday. Certainly appears to be the start of something bigger. See? Um, so a little bit of a bounce this morning, and nothing of significance. And so we determined that has it taking out any resistance areas, which it's not. And let's scroll this over a little bit, because I have to look beyond what's directly to the left to see sometimes it comes into play. There's nothing there. So we have a little resistance area right here, which is beginning to back off from a little bit. Just set that up. And I wouldn't put much weight on pivot low here. I mean, it is what it is on this time frame for sure. And things are stalling at where most likely would for the moment. I'm just moving sideways. I think after a day like yesterday, it's like a wide range bar. Even though we're looking at the futures here, there was this little move off of the low. It's like a wide range bar like this one here, this one there, what have you. The downside from there tends to be limited, where everyone kind of catches their breath and it's like, okay, what's going to happen now? Will we have another down day, or uh, you know, things stabilize? Will they retrace? So the unknown. And so everybody waits to see, okay, can it consolidate? Can it test a low? Can we get a bounce from there? Does it try to go up and there's a failure? We're all looking for information, or, technically, or those that read the news. Hey, we all know this AI thing, China, blah, 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 from yesterday. Does somebody find out that they lied, or that it's really not, some inexpensive way, so that all these billions that are being spent on AI by all of the Magnificent Seven and many other companies that got, you know, pounded yesterday, um, they have to regroup because of new technology. So there's these unknowns, and that's reflected in the chart by giant wide range bars and gaps. And now we wait to see, what happens from here. Now, as the opening slide said, but we're finding great charts. And so it was amazing, kind of amazing, because you think that a move like this would cause many from wanting to buy. Yet we found many bullish wide range bars and patterns that suggest further upside. So, stock picking kind of market versus throwing the dart. NQs and NASDAQ got hit real hard. A lot of unfilled gaps up above. And you can see this, if we, utilize the same area as that I marked there, you see this is prices right here are well below that area. So showing some relative weakness and stalling in the area where these prior pivots are. And so I suspect that while there be ups and downs primarily, I don't think there'd be a move of significance today, because typically that's just the way it is after a big wide range down day or up day, whatever. Big down, narrow range bar, big down, narrow range bar, big down, narrow range bar. So expectations for today would be limited upside, limited downside. Choppy trading. Dow futures, recouped. Um, so far, nothing much going on here. That suggests it's going to go up. Let's take a look at the Dow cash. Let's look here. Yeah, big gap down reversal day. And so part of what I was saying as to certain markets or certain stocks having found plenty of buyers. So what do we do with something like this? We put our reference point of support under the prior day's low, because that's a wide range bullish bar. The transports did well yesterday. So maybe if today is a consolidation type of a day, we get a bullish 1, 2, 3. We do have a congestion area that has not been tested in the past, meaning prices didn't trade above it and below it. I want that release. So what's going on here? Anyway, I wanted to turn that to red, but whatever. And the same wide range bar, put an alert in the bottom of that bar, see how far it retraces or the lack of. We'll see if it stays in the upper half. That little topping tail bar right there would be your minor support area, which is in about 50% of that bar. And you can see it over here on the 65-minute chart. So pullbacks into that area, we would expect buyers to show up. Or we'll see, chop around there. If we get a bottoming tail bar today, that would be excellent, meaning it dipped down and came back up again. So we would see that there's buyers on the dip. The Russell held up relatively well, obviously, compared, looking at the chart here, compared to, all the other things that got clobbered. So, this didn't violate any supportive significance. If this was to rattle around here and it moves back up here, and I think I said that yesterday. We were looking at the Russell ETF, that if it could rattle around here and take out that high, it would present itself with a great opportunity, because big move down creates a void, sideways, breakdown, immediate reversal, sideways. And so if it was to take out the high, it's black and white. Buy it and see how far it goes. But let's see what it does here over the next couple of days. Gold up a little bit. That's rattling around at resistance. Crude oil up. And so we have talked about Trump and turning on the spigots and all of that, which was being talked about here. And oil went up significantly, reached some resistance. Now it's pulled back into an area of support. Buyers are stepping up. Clearly, traders are trading on the technicals. So wait and see, what spigots get turned on and all of that. But technically, this is reacting as it should. And we're very interested to see if it starts moving up again or rattles around here at support, or does it start to drop? Interest rates up a little bit today, not a big deal. And I mentioned in the green room, and even I think pre-market, it was like, I hadn't read the news pre-market yesterday. I was like, this selling's going on and interest rates are going down, which is somewhat of a positive for the broader markets. And yet we have this selling that's going on. So they're up here a little bit, and, they're just on the support. And we'll just see whether they, go sideways here, whether they start to go up or whether they start to go down. There's the Fed meeting on Wednesday. So I think that that the bond market is just going to sit here and do nothing until after the chairman speaks, and unless some other news comes out. And then from there, I think it's probable that these are going to take off one way or another. And, if they go up, it's not going to be a positive for equities. And if they go down, it will be a positive. And if these are going down, financials that acted extremely well yesterday. It was like, who gives a darn about AI? Look at now, but we got a wide range bar into resistance. So, that is a pattern that typically results in some stalling and consolidation. And you can see, actually, not a big deal in the top of the bar there. All right. Spiders, huge unfilled gap. Big. And So the weekly chart now gapping under a green bar's low. Right? That was a new closing high. I believe it was a new closing high. And it gaps down under that bar's low. That is not a good event. Let's just call it an event, but it's in the middle of nowhere. So we have a chart that was a giant mess, a head and shoulders top. It breaks down into the unfilled gap. Buyers show up. News is here. Inflation expectations or whatever the expectations were come in 0.1% better than that, and it moves up. Trump says what he says. Markets move up. Happy days are here again. Negates the head and shoulders top. New highs and a gap down of significance. This is schizophrenic insanity. Someone lock up the loonies, you know, is just a crazy kind of a pattern here. So what do we do? Well, from this time frame, just stay away. The depth of that retracement is certainly a positive. And so can it consolidate here and hold things up and regroup? And when we get crazy patterns like this, we wait to see what's going to happen. Does it tighten up? What kind of pattern might we get? Like if today was to open up, and where's this opening up? Let's see here. Okay. Opening above the green bar's high, right? If we get a big down red bar today, that means it's going lower. If it goes up and fills the gap, that kind of craziness, be like, okay, this is going to create a new trading range and chop around here for a while before it goes higher. So, we do not have a situation here with high probabilities. And someone, hey, Greg, when the price ignores the 20, we need to trade using candles and patterns, right? That's what I've noticed. Well, this question is being asked for those in the green room. This question is being asked on social media. First of all moving averages are subjective as reference points of support or resistance. So they can easily be ignored. And we always focus on what price is doing. Moving averages, fib lines, anything other than price is something we decide to put on our charts that we want to use. It doesn't mean everybody's looking at it. In the case of the S&P 500, the majority will be looking at the 50, possibly the 20. Some will look at the 100, of course, the 200. Right? Now you look to the left to see if those moving averages are aligned with any real price data. But just because a 20 MA is ignored, that really is not all that meaningful at all. As I explained, this is just, schizophrenic, crazy price action, call it what you want. A tremendous amount of uncertainty. Traders, institutions, whoever have been shaken as to their belief as to this is going up. AI, all the things that we hear and know about, and we have a chart that doesn't give us any kind of high probability situation other than saying, hey, can I sell a call spread up here? Can I sell a put spread down here? So we go back a year or two ago. I forget exactly when it was, but I can remember that, it was a credit spread selling market. Directionally, it was terrible. But if you were doing credit spreads, it was heaven. So this is the kind of pattern that produces high opportunities for doing put spreads and call spreads because it's basically directionless or just so much uncertainty created by this wild price action. And so yesterday, if you were here yesterday, and I said, this was a no-brainer. No-brainer. It ain't going down there. And it didn't even get close to where the strikes were yesterday. Things chopped around. And so it's opening up here. Right? And while it might go down today, it isn't going down here. Right? because it has to go through yesterday's low. And is it going up? And to get up here, it's got to go into that unfilled gap. That would be an insane move, but insanity seems to be the flavor of the day. But as already mentioned, it's more likely that prices are going to chop around and regroup and see what transpires, today. So I think, through all of that talking, the bias comes down to, I think the majority are going to be like, let's wait and see what happens here, and just taking a look here. Even with yesterday's substantial move, the breadth wasn't terrible, and they didn't run to the options market to hedge. So that doesn't lead us anywhere either. All yours, Dan.
Good morning. Yeah, we still triggered a lot of longs yesterday, but absolutely nothing that looked like the broader market. So we always find good things, as the Greg's title said today. I mean, I was ideally hoping we'd sell off at the opening gap yesterday and get things more cooked. That would have been just ideal to sell off into this gap fill. But we trade what's thrown at us, and so the 15-minute charts, there's bullish daily reversals all over the place. We did like 4 put spreads yesterday. Here's just one example. um, Wide range gapping down, and that's a crazy reversal bar. And we had such big moves, but I just closed them out in the same day because we had 70 to 80% max gain in a couple of hours. So that's amazing trading behavior yesterday. I got little to no alarms going off on WCT. Greg, this was your little bottom fisher from yesterday. Well, my 201 alarm just went off. I had a here's let's see here's an example. We put on like five or six directional trades yesterday, and here's one of them. Lima Zulu. It's a 1, 2, 3, beautiful pattern, gap down, negated it, not extended, price void. So we sold half in the strength. We're management mode. Bison alarm went off. That's one we traded over the high. My up alarm just went off. Bison, another little China cheapo stock, but daily, weekly, monthly are all in alignment for a nice move. I mean, this is a perfect multiple time frame. I mean, they're all in alignment. When we mean alignment, it's not the pattern has to be the same, the trend has to be the same. It's the bias. Bias meaning bullish or bearish. This is bullish. Blasted up, came back, buy setup. Monthly is flattened out. It's been in a coma for a year. And we're trading the daily. So that looks great to add. I'm gonna put that in a window. And I posted a couple that were on our watch list from yesterday that I was waiting for today to post them. MCK is one. SNA we got from Sam. Look at this beautiful chart. This is beautiful. Did not care 2 hoots what the NAS and the semis were doing yesterday. That's kind of a little cup and handle buy setup after breaking out, bullish weekly, price void. I posted that. IQV, bottoming pattern breakout over these highs. That's it. So those are all 3 official trades. because we took so many profits on the credit spreads, we only had one open. It's Toll. You know, and I scanned all the housing stocks over the weekend because of this. Big move up, and it could break up or down, but my bias was up because of the weekly. So we did a nice put spread on that. All right, that's it. Let's go to earnings now. Oh, here's another one, Guild. Let's watch a pullback on that. I got it in the middle chart. Looks great. Or if we get a 1, 2, 3, Odaffel here, continuation pattern. CMG, W bottom. See if we can get a 1, 2, 3 on that. Now this would be a no-brainer 56 put spread, but we go through our checklist and there's no juice for Friday, and it's earnings next week. So it's vetoed. All right, earnings now. Gapping down, no interest. R gapping down, no pattern, new. I'm gonna set an alarm. Set an alarm at 123.10 for now. It's a potential bottoming pattern and put spread. WRB $61. It's a bullish gap breakout, the bottom of the range to the top. You need a pullback. LS, I don't see any prints. Wall 92, but only one print. But it's up a lot. I got no interest. Bro, continuation pattern. You know, tomorrow MT Live, we're going to be talking about continuation patterns as opposed to M and W bottoms. And this was a continuation pattern with a void. So that's worth watching. Let me set an alarm at 108. I don't see any prints, so I have no idea where it's going to open unless you look at a level 1. Triple G, that's a big ugly gap down. Let's see if buyers want to step up at this prior low. Martin, junk, Sanmina, nothing. PCH, man. Hamster, nothing. Charlie Romeo, I don't see any prints, but it shows at 160. You know, bottoming pattern, slop, you know, we'll come back to it. Potential inverse head and shoulder, but trade sloppy up 30 cents. Nothing. Another regional. Up a little, maybe 30-minute high. SAP. There's the foreign Oracle, 268. So there's a call spread idea. It's a Climo gapping down. So 10-minute low. If you want to option traders, check out a call spread if there's juice and if it's tight spreads. RTX 131, big gap, but no pattern. That's a Climo gapping over a red bar. It's bullish. Boeing. I was going to say it was flat earlier. They must have had a conference call. Alex, remember you and I were talking about we were wanting this to go to 120 for a core long. I remember that, or 1.25. We never got it, but wow, we were on the right track of thinking that was going to reverse. LMT was a bullish setup until the gap down. It's amazing me how off these companies can be on earnings. They were expected to make like $7 a share and they only made 3. I mean, how can you be that far off in one quarter? RCL, I was looking to sell a 210 yesterday, but I paused. Bullish gap. Let's watch a pullback in that. Wow, this was up a few pennies earlier. So they must have had a nasty conference call. That's a big ugly reversal. 106 range bound. Maybe Condor will come back. K&B gapping down, nothing. Oh, we actually had Coke. Talking about we had Coke on our list here. Let's see if we can get a 1, 2, 3 in that. In fact, I'll set an alarm at 64 now. The market is risk off if Coke is a bullish pattern. Because it's, just a slug. SYY 7350, bearish gap. 66, no pattern, maybe a condor again will come back. This 100% retracement, bullish price action, new high. Just I don't like them. That's runs this much far from the 20, so it's not my style. 163, gapping to a little trading range. PII bearish and a nasty downtrend. It looks lower until it reverses. That's ugly. JetBlue capping down $1 is a huge percent. Look. Poor Gustavo. I wonder if he's not going to get his bonus this year in his quarter or whatever. I don't see any prints, but not bad. Nice rectangle on the 15. We'll come back. Gapping down, and wow, that's a monster gap. NEP. Look at that, gapping down $4. That is nasty. And here's the final one. Perfect timing. So 0, it's nothing. All right, bro. Alarm. But that's the one I said, I couldn't tell the gap. All right, MCK gapping up. So why don't we say half lot as a go on MCK? Because the gap is not excessive. So 723. Nick. IQV. Okay, so that's a go. I'll report IQV. Choose spiders going in a little. And the video was up. Pre-market here a little bit, but daily chart still nothing. Look at the Apple ripping again. Wow. When I said yesterday morning it negated the gap. And look at that pre-market. I said it was a beautiful day trade. Meta is up. Earnings tomorrow. Look at that amazing reversal yesterday. at the market opening print, if one of you asked me, hey, Dan, I'll bet you $100 it closes above Friday's high, I would have taken that bet all day long. That is unusual move right there. All right, WCT, that's an old alarm. I mean, it went off pre-market, but yeah, what about Sam's SNA? All right, good. I thought I had a print showing it was up pre-market, but I'm glad it did not gap over it. So up 353.85.
AFRM gapped up, Dan, from a support area reversal. Maybe a put spread candidate.
Okay, who?
AFRM.
Affirm, just so I know symbols. I'm not crazy about it.
Well, retest. Well, how far away? When's the expiration? Blah blah blah.
Our ACCO did not trigger yesterday. Our B zone is moving. WC, same one. Really, Weight Watchers. This guild here, middle chart. LNT. All right, so buyers stepping up so far. Let me see. So Greg, tell me when you want to do yesterday's low in the spiders 0 DTE, because there's enough juice to make it worthwhile.
Well, I think you could do that now. Yes, if yesterday's low, I mean, it gapped up. It's filling the gap here. You got an end of day base. Essentially, if you look at the 5 minute, just a base all day. So you got lots of support. Get a little under the low there. There's even a wide range bar up on the 5 minute. The first part of the day. I can show my chart so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Whatever. So big base there. Wide range bar. It gaps up today. There's a void above.
I was just
Buyers
thinking,
aren't showing up yet.
well, I was thinking 5 minute chart is bearish. Let's, see how we could get price improvement is what I was thinking.
You do it. You can if you do it on the way down.
Right. I am. So the question is when.
So if you can look at my chart, I think somewhere between here, like 598.5, and where it is right here is where the support is.
All right, I'm gonna get it loaded up here and then I'll get ready to fire it off. Okay, we're just sitting here and wait a second for it to stabilize and fire away. Yeah, 1 second. I'm staring at this. It's 40 cents now, $10 one. Actually, I'm gonna say. 42 share. And high ban up alarm, nice. And 0.60, 0.72. There, let's do it. So when I first looked at it, it was 33. So we got 9 cents price improvement by waiting. LYV. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, perfect. 30-minute high. Yeah, let's do 30-minute high. I like it a lot better now, even with yesterday's gap reversal. NUE up alarm. So about 136.88. Might be pretty. Yes, hey Greg, SMCI. I mentioned yesterday. Do you like it swing or just day trade?
Whatever. Make your choice. Either one. I mean, looks like it's going down.
Stop yesterday low? I mean high yesterday or more?
Well, for a day trade, it's got to be today's high. If you want to
No,
wait for a 5 minute 1, 2, 3 or something,
no, swing. Yesterday high?
swing has to be yesterday's high.
Right. I was asking, did you want to higher than that?
You know,
In here, but we'll get to everything. All right, our high band, I had a little up alarm, but nothing to do. Set a new alarm, 1745. NVIDIA gave it all up. That's back to yesterday's low. Yeah, SFM. I didn't have an alarm go off, but beautiful. Let's tighten the stop now. 148.88. Oh, we have a full lot. Let's sell a third right here. 152.15. All right, hold on, I'm going as fast as I can. Wrong date there. You'll figure it out. Yeah, I gave 30-minute high. Great. Onion. I 30-minute high. I had it as a 1, 2, 3, and I canceled it yesterday, but I'm in no hurry with the market falling. But I'll put it in a window. Well, yeah, of course, Baxter, because RCL is ripping. But I don't care. Wow, that was a bullish pattern there. Yeah, yeah, they all look higher, Patrick. Pick your poison. A Coke alarm. Be a fantastic 1, 2, 3 for tomorrow. LZ up alarm. Let's move stop here. 872. Already did. All right, nothing to do. LZ except raise the alarms. Yeah, it's headed lower. I mean, that's why I was waiting at first, and I did a half lot. Yes, let's see. Yesterday, high. We're doing 96. Old, of course. Oh, shoot, I put SFM in the wrong, yeah, wrong thing. All right, so SFM.
How far away can you get now, Dan? You got a wide range bar on the 2 minute anyway.
Well, I gave half and said to add.
Hmm.
So the question would be, did we get our ad spot? Well, that's what I posted, just not official yet because I'm catching up. But I'll look because I'll do it.
WM's trying to get a turn going here.
Oh, there's 51. So we have not got our 72 yet. 55. All right, I'll put an order up at the 72. I'll tell you if I get hit. I hold. That's because I have to make them pretty. Ah, shoot. So I'm not going to get filled on that. Shot them at 55. Yeah, it's already back down to where we entered. What have we? All right, another old one here. Cleaning up. All right, now caught up. Oh, good, Coke. I'll reset the alarm now. 64. Oh, look at this nasty reversal in Peru. Triple G, nothing. No, our IQV and Mick both came in after gapping out. That's kind of a red flag. Let's check the other opens. All right, B zone, slow and steady, looks good. eBay, our call, fantastic, 1, 2, 3. It closes like this to add, we're already in it, long calls. LMT bottom right, ugly. Let's go doing the XIR. Yeah, gapped up, because remember knock was, knock, I thought. Was that